The more the views this video gets, the bigger his present is. So on the 8th of June, my younger brother celebrates his birthday. And also the 8th of June is the third birthday or third bookstaversary of Lost in Prose on Instagram. I just started YouTube last year on June 18th, and Instagram has been there for quite a while now. So if you haven't followed me there, you really should. So, one thing I'm really proud of is making my younger brother a reader like me. I am so proud of myself. Where's my medal? So, because of him, I also have not lost touch with children's fiction, and I am so grateful for him for that, honestly. And here I am recommending a few of his favorite books that you can pass on to your siblings or your children who you want to make a reader. And these books will surely entertain them. These are my brother's favorites. These books are very well suitable for any child over the age of 9 or 10, and they'll really enjoy these. My brother, like any typical reader, had a very hard time choosing books out of so many that he has read. So these are his top four recommendations, which was extremely difficult for him to choose. So you better, subscribe to show love for him, of course. So anyway, the first book recommendation is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory by Roald Dahl, which is such a children's book classic now, isn't it? I have loved the movie Wonka as well. My younger brother loved it too. And I absolutely loved the book. Of course, it has that Roald Dahl charm in it. And honestly, the first book with which I started was Matilda by Roald Dahl. So seeing a Roald Dahl favorite up on his list as well kind of makes me, proud. So anyway, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is about Willy Wonka, who has decided to allow five lucky children who get the golden ticket in his bar of chocolate, to to visit his factory this year. And these lucky five people would be able to see the secrets of his, merch factory basically, and all the magic that goes on and on over there. So this book is hilarious, it's fun, and it absolutely is, worth your time. It is so magical, and it is so it's I just love it, honestly speaking. I just really really do love it. And it lets the creativity of a younger one just flow so widely. And it's, chocolate, so how can that go wrong? Okay, so I think this is your sign to go pick it up. I have watched the Charlie and the Chocolate Factory movie, in which Johnny Depp was Willy Wonka, and I absolutely loved that one. And also I loved Wonka, so maybe you could check that out as well after you read the book. So I'm pretty sure that you will love it. And these recommendations are not strictly for children, because even I enjoyed all these books. So even if you're in any age category, I'm pretty sure you love the charm of diving into children's books all over again, right? The next book recommendation is actually a series. He has enjoyed all these books in this series, which is Big Nate. So we have read three Big Nate books so far, which is Lives It Up, Flips Out, and Strikes Again. So my brother absolutely loves Big Nate. He says that it is so entertaining. I love hearing him giggle when he reads these books, and it has such creative illustrations and doodles basically. My brother loves doodling, and he absolutely loves making comics and stuff. So when books are like this with the doodles, and also like in Wimpy Kid also they have doodles, so he absolutely loves books like that. Although he didn't like Dog Diaries. Anyway, I think that's more teenage oriented, so maybe that's why. But anyway, he absolutely loved Big Nate, and I think you really need to read this as well. It's very fun, actually. It's very fun, and it is hilarious. It has no moral teaching so whatsoever. If you are looking for something like that, it's just fun. It's just something you'll read for entertainment. That sort of is about Nate. I forgot his surname already. uh So it's basically about Nate, who is a middle schooler, and it's his adventures. And he's not particularly an obedient sort of student, but he isn't disobedient either. He just somehow falls into trouble all the time because trouble likes to follow him. So anyway, where he goes, trouble goes too. So that is basically his misadventures that Nate encounters, and that's basically all about it. I can't even say much because, like, if we go book specific, then that's a different thing. Like, for example, if you see Lives It Up is about when Nate actually was asked to befriend a new student, until he was all for it because he is quite friendly, but then he meets the kid. So um what happens next is what you want to know. So one more thing about my brother is that he absolutely loves coding, and his primary platform for now to code is Scratch, and he absolutely loves coding stuff in Scratch. He's made various games because he's a Pokemon fan as well. So he has a game on Pokemon on his Scratch account. I'll link down the Scratch account in the description. You could check it out. He makes amazing games on Scratch. He is interested in learning more. He The last time I spoke to him about this, he was at the time he was contemplating learning C# next. So he'll gradually get there, but he is extremely talented in all of this stuff, and I really just do not have the determination to do all of that. I can design, I can do other stuff or creating content, but I can definitely not code or have the determination or patience to do that. Like, he doesn't have the patience for other things. I really wonder where he channels all that patience for just coding. I just don't understand him. Anyway, next, so in keeping in mind that theme, Misfit Madhu is one of his recent favorite books. Absolutely goes high up on his list. So I really think you should check it out as well. Basically, Misfit Madhu is about Madhu, who is a class 7 student, and she spends all her summer breaks coding an app that is so special to her. It is basically a marketplace, School Santhe, which is a marketplace where all the students who register can trade stuff with each other. So what could go wrong, right? But then School Santhe starts being used for malicious purposes, and now Madhu is at crossroads because she has to make a very difficult decision whether she will close down the app and start all over again, or if she'll stay silent and be a part of this crime or malicious activity that is going on her app. So it does speak a lot about internet ethics also, I would say, and how coding is very interesting for these upcoming generations, I would say, but also how they need to be alert and vigilant so that it doesn't be used for stuff that isn't right. So I think this book also kind of shadows on internet vigilance, so it does kind of become a very good book to spread awareness about. It does that in a very fun and playful way. So Divya Anand has definitely done a very good job with the book, and I really think that as a 7th grade character, Madhu is extremely relatable, honestly. So I think you will love this book, and you really should recommend it to people of this age category which you think would absolutely relate. All right, so last recommendation is Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Old School. So out of all the parts that are right here, I think 18 books now. Yes, I think so. There are 18 books, or are there 19? I don't remember if they're 18 or they're 19. So anyway, we have all the Wimpy Kid books, and he loves all the Wimpy Kid books. We buy them as soon as they come out. Now, not necessarily, but yes, we do buy them before the next one comes out. So yes, he loves Wimpy Kid, but he specifically chose Old School, maybe because that's one that is more closer to him. He likes it a little more. So anyway, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Old School is about the Wimpy Kid series. Basically is about Greg, who is a middle schooler, and his misadventures again, and how but this is very different from Big Nate's, even in writing style and even in character. It is completely different, I would say. I honestly, in my opinion, I like Wimpy Kid a little more, but as a reader, I think kids love both, and even I love both. Honestly, it's just because I've been reading this for a longer time than Big Nate, so that is why I like this a little more. But anyway, this book in particular speaks of life that was better in the olden days, wasn't it? And that's the question that Greg asks himself when his town is voluntarily going to unplug all their electronic gadgets and devices, and they go electronics free. But modern life has its inconveniences because it is so dependent on these gadgets that they are, unplugging. And Greg definitely isn't cut out for this old fashioned world. So when tension builds inside and outside the Heffley home, will Greg find a way to survive, or is going old school a little too hard for Greg? So it's different adventures of Greg in different books. You can pick up the series in any order, honestly. It doesn't necessarily have to be in a single order, but I think you'll really love this one. And I think that's pretty much it. It was a very difficult decision for him to actually choose a few books, and he was like, why are you making me choose these? By the way, this is a surprise video. Once it goes up, that's when he'll know that I posted a video for him. So anyway, don't tell him anything. No, I mean, now he knows. But anyway, these are all the books that he recommended, and I really hope that something touches your heart and you kind of pick it up, and maybe I'll make you a reader as well. So, well, that's pretty much it for today's video. Do not forget to tune in next Friday, and I will meet you. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment. Goodbye.